Okay, so we installed the feet that came with this wheel. The feet need to be installed because if it's not lifted up that about 1 inch off the floor, then the foot pedal won't turn off all the way. So this can be used as a hand pedal or a foot pedal. You can see I'm at my lowest seat height that I usually throw at, and this wheel is quite short, so it's going to have to be raised up on a tabletop. The splash pan that comes with it is not super secure. It's pretty loose. It does have some hooks in it, but it's definitely not the quality that you would get with a professional potter's wheel. I'm going to go ahead and try to throw a pot here. One thing I'm also noticing about this wheel is there's no shelf or place for me to put my water bucket or my tools or anything while I'm working, so that would have to be solved with another solution, like putting it up on a tabletop or having some sort of wear area to put your tools. I'm going to throw on this wheel, and then I'm going to throw on my Thomas Stewart wheel, which is an old used wheel, with about 1.5 pounds of standard 112 clay. Ooh, already I'm moving the wheel around just oh, even just stepping on the foot pedal, I'm tipping this wheel over. And I feel like I'm sort of throwing at hobbit height. The inner workings of this wheel look like it's all belt driven, so no whisper quiet Tony Stewart style motor drive like the new Shimpo wheels have. Power wise, it actually feels like it's got a decent amount of torque. Oh, but it's gonna shimmy now because of that torque. And I'm tipping it over with my foot. Just, I guess I don't have to hold my foot on it. I can use the handle to bring it up to speed. And then I won't be tipping it quite as much. I'm having to lean over quite a bit to throw on this wheel. I'm really not feeling the speed decrease all that much. I kind of thought maybe that would happen when centering. Power wise, it's not half bad. Let me see if I go up full speed. Woo! It's a pretty speedy wheel. Full speed. I'll be interested to see what happens if I try to center more clay. Well, I could feel a little bit of speed decrease there. So this has definitely got some power to it. Slow it down a bit. Actually, my Thomas Stewart wheel is a 3rd horsepower, so this one's a little bit more powerful than what I usually throw on. Open this pot up, see how it's doing. It's just my positioning, because I'm up higher than I normally would be. Throwing is off, but I think if I put this up on a tabletop and maybe even bolted it to the tabletop, it actually might not be half bad to throw with. Actually a little bit surprised by that. I don't really like this foot pedal setup, so that might be something that I'd look into changing. Throw the average cylinder on both of these wheels. I can feel, you can hear the wheel slowing down when I push down on it, which doesn't typically happen with a professional potter's wheel, or some of the standard wheels that are on the market, in the American market anyway. I don't think that, based on hearing that speed slow down when I'm forcing my pressure against the torque of the wheel, I don't think that this would be a wheel that I would necessarily recommend in a high-use teaching situation. I think in my studio it'll probably become an over-glorified banding wheel. I don't know though, I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll try to put this wheel into some production cycles and see how quickly I can wear out the motor on it. And that's about it for this pot. Okay, I think that's it for this one. I'm just going to trim the bottom and cut the pot off the wheel, get some of the slip and water out as normal, throwing on any wheel. Now, something else to note with this wheel is the wheel does not have back pins installed in it when you get it, so you probably could take it to a machine shop and have holes cut if you did want to use back pins with it. That's it. That one's done. Now we'll switch over. Oops. I'll switch over to my Thomas Stewart wheel and see the difference.